Hello, my beautiful singles. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. How are you for the next 7 days, my friends? So I'm here with 12 decks. I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to go through the whole Zodiac, and I'm going to read for a few minutes on each so you have some energy for the next 7 days. So singles, this is primarily going to be a love read, but if other things come up, I'm going to address those things too. So it's not just going to be a love read. If other things come up, my job is to let you know about those. I will let you know about those as well. So please stop watching tarot for your sun sign. Please, please, please stop watching tarot for just the sun sign. Natal charts are free everywhere. There's no reason why you shouldn't know your moon and your rising. If you're watching tarot just for your sun sign, you really don't know what's going on. It is just your personality, and you already know that. And if you got your rising sign, you would know what's coming at you from out there. It's very interesting to watch your moon and your rising along with your sun sign. If you are interested in a private reading, friends, there is only 1 day left on the sale. So it is ending tomorrow, the 30th at midnight. So if you'd like to get in, you need to get your request in over at Wizio. Please look in the pinned comment. And you'll find everything that you need there in order to take advantage of the sale. No need to email me first. All the pricing is over there. Just click the link in the at the top of the comments. All right, here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're looking at singles for the next 7 days. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. What's going on with Aries singles, please? We do have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Aries, I feel like I think that you've come through some sort of healing here, and it's about time for you to start reconnecting to your people. The people that are around you, friends, family. We've got the 8 of Coins. So you've done a lot of really hard work on this healing here. That's what it feels like. You've gone over a whole lot of things. What's making you happy? What is not making you happy? We do have the Justice card. I feel like you came to a decision here, Aries, that you need to get out more. It feels like you need to get out, and I'm not just saying just go anywhere. I'm saying get out with the people you really love. Get out with the people that give you balance, the ones that are truthful and honest with you. I feel like it's that there is for some of you, it feels like it's time for you to reconnect to friends, family, people that really love you. For others of you, I feel like this is telling me that you want to reconnect with someone in some type of a reunion here. It's like you want to make something right. It feels like you've been working on what to say, possibly, and it feels like you want to make something right or truthful or honest or balanced here. Could be a Libra you're dealing with here, possibly a Cancer, maybe a Libra here, or maybe a Virgo. Tell me more about Aries, please. Tell me about this Four of Swords in the reverse. Tell me about that. We've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the Hanged Man. And Aries, we have the 9 of Swords. So I do feel that you have a little bit of apprehension or hesitation about reconnecting to someone here. It feels like you're trying to get a different perspective on, I feel like that the reason that you're not connected to a specific person that I think you're here to know about, I feel like it's because there was some hardship between you and them. I also feel that maybe you were the wounded warrior, or they were. Take it as it resonates, but the 9 of Wands is here. And the 9 of Wands is like somebody is just waiting for the last strike, waiting for just what else is going to come at me now. It feels like the 9 of Wands, I want to say that you're kind of exhausted from hanging here, trying to find a perspective maybe that is worrisome. It's a little bit worrisome. It feels like you do want to reconnect to somebody, but you're worried that maybe it's not going to happen the way that you want it to happen. But it does feel like you do want some sort of reunion here. Like I feel like you're about to reach out to somebody here. Tell me about Justice and you have nervous energy about Justice here. What's going to happen if I do get in front of this person? What are they going to say? What am I going to say? Tell me about this. I've got the 2 of Coins. I feel like through this worry, anxiety maybe, it feels like you are going to make a decision, a solid decision here. It's a decision. The decision is to use your intuition, to it feels like there's somebody here that you've been silent with, and I feel like it's time for you to make a decision to break the silence here. There it is. Yep, Queen of Swords is breaking the silence. So it feels like somebody here that you want to speak with. It feels like there's somebody here that you want to be really honest with. I feel like we've got Libra here twice, right? So it feels like with the justice energy here that there's something that you have to make right. Something that I feel has been weighing on you, something that you've been feeling in your intuition. It feels like it's something that is in your meditation, in your prayers, something that you've got to release. She's got a full moon over her head, right? So I feel like there is a decision that you're going to be making here to reach out to someone and communicate with them. I feel like you need to be really honest or make something right or even. We do have the the 4 of Cups. It does feel like here that you feel like if you reach out to this person that they're going to reject you. Will they reject you? I don't think that they will. I don't think they'll reject you. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. I feel like if you are the King of Wands, feminine or masculine, that this person actually is quite enamored with you. They're quite attracted to you. They like your energy. They like your take charge kind of energy. I feel like you're not going to get rejected. It feels like you are going to be received really well. I just think that you need to approach it in the way the Queen of Wands would. You know, not aggressive, but assertive. And just like, I really need to get this off my plate. I need to talk to you. I need to release something. My intuition's been sort of knocking on me. It's time for me to speak. It's time for me to say something here. I feel like you've been working on yourself or engaging in self-care, self-mastery here. And I feel like you're ready to show yourself. That's what it feels like. It's somebody that you haven't spoken to maybe in 2 years possibly, but it's time to show yourself to this person and say whatever it is you want to say. What's the outcome, please? For Aquarius? Sorry, not Aquarius, Aries. What's the outcome? Oh, look at that. I said Aquarius. That's Aquarius. So we do have the 5 of Swords. We do have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. And we do have the Judgment card. I think you're making a decision, and the decision is the 5 of Wands in the reverse is no more regrets. I'm going at this with no more regrets. We've got 2 5s here, and when more than one 5 shows up, it is about quick change. So the 5 of Swords is here, and I feel like you feel that this person, the Queen of Swords, is somebody who is probably going to give you what for, shake their finger at you or whatever, and I don't think you care. I feel like you've decided that no more indecision. I just have to do it whether there's competition for this person's time or not. I think that's the decision that you're making. What's coming next for Aries, please? We've got the Knight of Swords. Yep, you are saying something and you're taking charge of the situation. I feel like you're about to speak your mind, but I think that you're also going to be telling someone about the deep feelings that you have for them. The Queen of Cups is here as well. I feel like this Knight of Swords is the one who is sort of aggressive, but courageous and brave, but aggressive and just says it as it is, whether it hurts somebody or not. But I feel like you've grown up though. So I feel like you're really aware that you can be this person who just kind of says it. Whatever sticks to the wall, sticks to the wall. But I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, it's softening things or muting things. It's almost like whatever I have to say, I'm going to say in a very adult and very kind way. So I feel like you want to reach out to someone this week possibly. We have the 6 of Coins, and that is reciprocity. So I feel like you want to get reciprocity from someone, but you're the one that's going to have to reach out because you're showing up as the Emperor. So we have Virgo energy here. We've got Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We've got Pisces energy, Virgo and Pisces. We've got Libra, Aquarius energy. We've got Cancer and more Libra energy. All right. You're next, Taurus. My bull gang. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, don't forget that the sale ends tomorrow at midnight. If you're looking at getting a private read, as long as you book before tomorrow at midnight, you will get the sale. Up to $20 off of my readings. Please look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Taurus, please. Taurus singles in the next 7 days. Tell me about Taurus singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's this? We've got the 10 of Swords, Taurus. You're releasing something here. We've got the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the 3 of Cups. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Taurus, I feel like you're releasing something here. I feel like you've been betrayed in the past. I feel like it's like a lion. When you look at them up close, you can see all the scars. And I think that's you. I'm seeing you as a lion, somebody who's prideful, possibly someone who is has a lot of scars from things that have gone on in the past. I feel like all of these birds are representing the scars. It feels like you're releasing something or letting something go. And you've decided that it's time for you to be a little more vulnerable, maybe a little more social. We do have the Three of Cups here, and we do have the King of Pentacles, right? And that's you. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel like you are the one who's decided, I need to let some shit go. I need to go out there and find new people, find another soul tribe, go out and be social with my friends, maybe get into a group of people. It's time for me to be more interactive, right? The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. It means I'm releasing some things, being more vulnerable. Now I'm going to share myself with people. It's time. I feel like it's time for you here. Tell me what you're releasing here. We've got the Eight of Swords. Wow. So I feel like you had yourself in a place of obsessively thinking about everything that could go wrong, or about all 10 swords. All the things that have been added to you over and over again that led up to some sort of betrayal or separation or ending. I feel like it's time to release all of that. And I feel like you were keeping it all to yourself. You know, I don't even think that you see yourself in the right way. I want to say that the way people see you is not the way you see yourself. You see yourself as powerless. Your hands are tied. I don't know what to do. And people see you as the King of Pentacles, somebody who's incredibly smart, incredibly kind, overgiving, very focused on your pentacle world, somebody who is highly intelligent. There's a lot of books behind them. Somebody who's easy to befriend, right? Somebody who is really, this person has a wolf at their side. To me, that's like a spirit animal. Somebody who I feel is very spiritual. Animals like you, people like you. I feel like you've got a very skewed vision of who you are. And I feel like it's time for you to release. I feel like the way that you thought about yourself needs to be released, and I think that's what part of this is here. So the Two of Wands is about adventure. It's about deciding that it's time for you to pick a new path. It's preparation to a new path, or exciting new things that are coming, possibly traveling for you. We have the globe, and then we have the bus here. Maybe someone's getting into van life. But we have somebody who's already made a decision. She's holding on to the Ace of Wands and waiting for the right time to go. So it does feel like somebody has become enlightened, that it's time to make a different choice, take a different road. Tell me about this. And there it is, the Ace of Swords. So it's clarity. It's like you've received some sort of clarity after spiraling out about something. I feel like you've come to the place of clarity. I think the spiral is right here, the Ten of Swords. And I feel like when the Ten of Swords is done, when the cycle is over, we can begin again with the Ace of Swords. Now you've got clarity. Now you're having new conversations, talking to people, getting out, being more social, sharing whatever it is that you've learned about life, about you, about the self. Tell me what's coming up for Taurus, please. Tell me what's coming up for Taurus. We've got the Nine of Wands. Got the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like the Nine of Wands is a place where you were exhausted. Like, it feels like being next to the Ten of Swords, it's like I was always worried that there was going to be one last thing that I was going to have to worry about. But when you decide it's over, like, you can allow people to decide it's over for you, but when you decide it's over, it's like walking into a room and thinking, well, you know, sometimes it's like, well, who's going to like me? But now I think you walk into a room and say, well, do I even like these people? It feels like we go from the Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands, which is you go from a place of being exhausted, being worried, looking over your shoulder, to a place of celebration and happiness, stability, excitement. We've got the Star here. And the thing is you always were the Star. I just don't think that you realized it here. We do have the Two of Swords. So I feel like it's you've been holding yourself back or blocking yourself from happiness, from stability, from excitement, because you chose to live behind the fear wall here. So I think for you, this is the outcome here. I think for you, this is all about finding new friends this week. It feels like it's finding new friends, people who are I'm going to say people who are worthy of your time, Taurus. Not all people are created equal. Some of them have deviant ideas. Some of them have, darkness within them. Some of them aren't willing to work on themselves. And I feel like you're supposed to avoid all those people. Be kind to them. Be nice to them. But just don't befriend them. Don't spend a lot of time in their energy, because you're showing up here as the hermit. You're showing up here as someone who is like heavy on the wisdom. Like you have a lot of wisdom and you're willing to share that, impart that on somebody else. But you got to find the right group of people here. The Three of Pentacles is here, and it's all about somebody who's got your back as well as you having theirs. So people you can trust, people who you'll move slowly forward with. Also people who maybe want to talk about what you do for a living. It's like you're showing up as super confident in the outcome. So whatever you want, you can have it, because I feel like you've gone through some sort of a dark night of the soul, or feeling like nobody wanted you around, or something like that. And I feel like this Three of Cups is telling me that you might meet somebody while you're out. Tell me about the Three of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. I think you're going to have all of the options. Honestly, yeah, it does feel like you are going to meet somebody here while you are out in public here. We do have a Five of Cups, which tells me you're still feeling in lack. Look, you don't have to be 100% healed before you enter another group of people. You just don't have to be. I feel like you still are carrying in some energy of maybe not really completely sure if you want to if you want to move forward with a new group of people and never think about the old group of people again. But it feels like you are making some decisions. It also feels like there are some really emotional decisions that you're going to have to make. And I feel like when you go out in public, you're going to be shocked at how many people are going to be attracted to you in this way. So I feel like you will meet some sort of romantic connection if you decide to be more social and get out there and meet people. What's coming up next? We've got the Five of Wands. We've got more than one five. It tells me quick change is coming. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Ten of Cups and the Tower. Look, you might even meet the one. You might even meet the one while you're out. I feel like there's a realization that I am happy. A realization that I can be happy. I don't care about the competition. I don't care about people who are holding back, not talking to me. I don't really care about that. This is what you care about. I feel like it's a realization that I can be happy just because I say so. We've got the Page of Cups. Look, you will be meeting someone new, I feel. I feel like there is someone in the future, whether that's in the next 7 days or not. I feel like you are going to have to get up, get out of the house, and be a little bit more social. We have Pisces energy here. We have Scorpio, more Pisces. We've got Aquarius. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got Virgo. Yeah, that's about it. Cancer as well. All right. Let's talk about Gemini. Never going to get these cards. There we go. Let's talk about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a singles read for you, Gemini. If you are interested in a private read, the sale ends at midnight tomorrow. So if you want to get your request in for a private read, you should probably do that soon. All right. Everything is in the pinned comment there, Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Gemini in love, please. Singles, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Swords. So, and the Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like you have been spending some time with you, spending some time understanding things about you. It feels like you've been really heavily participating in your own mental health. I want to say that you are alchemizing things. It feels like this healing that's taking place, this stability of the mind, is the place that I feel is your priority because it came out first. I feel like it's the thing that's on the top of your mind. It feels like you're getting some clarity, or you're understanding things that you didn't understand before about people who hurt you. We do have the Three of Swords here, and the Three of Swords is on the bed. So it feels like maybe there are people that you've been romantically connected to, and I feel like you've been slow to understand as to why things happen the way they do, but they always do. Look, I feel like you go from the Three of Swords here, Gemini, to the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's taken a long time for you to come to this place of healing or stability of the mind or being very stable in your energy. I also feel like you're done with people who are liars, people who give you mixed signals, Gemini. it's a no. It's a flat out no. If they're going to mix signals on you, you don't need it. You actually don't need it. I feel like you go from the Three of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles here. It feels like there is going to be some sort of an investment or a new beginning in the 3D. Tell me more about the Four of Swords, please, for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Tower. And we've got the Page of Cups. Yep, you're like, I got to meet somebody new. I can't just be sitting here hanging out in this Three of Swords with the liars, with the people who are giving me mixed signals. I'm not doing that anymore. I think that you hung out with people like that for a really long time, or I feel like you forgave them, or just sort of, glazed over it. I don't really want to deal with it kind of thing. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. I feel like it's time for you to move ahead. You've spent too much time with people who have been hurting you, hurting your feelings, or possibly disappointing you. Maybe it's not just hurt feelings, but disappointing you. We do have the Ace of Swords here, which tells me that you're finally coming to some sort of clarity, which ushers in the Tower. It's a realization, a moment of clarity as the Tower shows up and throws to the ground everything that you thought you were, the friends that you thought were friends, the people that you thought were on your side. I feel like this is a realization. This is what brings in the realization that the Five of Swords here tells me that you're surveying the land and looking at the carnage and saying, how the hell did I let that go on for so long? That I'm worth more than the Five of Swords. I'm worth more than people who are giving me mixed signals, or people who have like these fundamental differences, but they're not willing to change, and they're not willing to change their mind. A flexible mind is a healthy mind, and I feel like you're into dealing with people that have healthy minds. So I feel like you will be experiencing a Tower in the next 7 days, but look at this. I feel like it ushers in some sort of a new person, a new connection, a new emotion of some sort, maybe the beginning of your intuition. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me what's coming up in the future, the near future, the next 7 days for Gemini. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And we've got the Ten of Wands. You're no longer giving to people who are holding back from you. People, again, like I said, this reading for you is about mixed signals. People who are holding back from you. If you feel some type of way about somebody holding back from you, or being very shut off or shut down and miserly with their time and their energy, you're correct. And if you don't like it, you've got to do something about it. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You're being breadcrumbed. There are people who you're giving to that are not giving back. And I'm not always saying that when you give, you must receive. But when you keep giving and you never receive, then that's a time where you got to find a look at it and say, are they not giving to me because they don't want to, or because something is preventing them from doing so? I feel like this is becoming really heavy for you, Gemini, that you're probably hanging out with people who are people that you would call your best friends or your homies, or somebody who you wouldn't think would ever do you wrong. But I think that you're coming to a realization here with the Tower and the Ace of Swords that it's time to cut out people who are only giving me their drama. So if you've got people in your life that the only time they connect with you is to just verbal diarrhea on you about what's going wrong in their life and all their drama, they're bringing it to your doorstep. Don't drag it in. Don't offer them a space. Like, tell them, look, you gotta get a psychologist, you gotta get a psychiatrist, you gotta talk to somebody who this is above my pay grade. I can't talk to you about these things anymore because you don't take my advice and it's a waste of my time. We do have I think you're about to school somebody. That's what it feels like here, Gemini. You're about to school somebody here. This is the student. And it feels like you're about to sort of let loose on somebody and tell them, look, I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's time for me to move on. 4, 5, 6. Time for me to move on from this relationship, because all you do is bring your bullshit drama and you drop it on my doorstep and expect that I'm going to sort it out for you. And you don't give me anything. You don't even give me friendship. You don't give me time of day. It's time to get these people out of your life, because I feel like you have something new that's showing up here, a new connection, a new love interest. I feel like you need to clear your energy field. Tell me about Gemini. What's the outcome? We do have the Five of Swords. We called it out right here, and it shows up, right? So when I call it out, the reason that I call it out is because I feel it coming, and then the universe says, yeah, you're right, exactly. You're exactly right. They confirm it for me here. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. You've come to a realization here that it's time to end some of the relationships that are not doing you any good. You're giving, they're taking, they're shut off. It's been a long time, and you don't feel good about it. You don't feel good about it, but you feel loyalty, I think. You feel loyalty. I feel like I should be here and listen to your problems. And no, I feel like it's time for you to cut out the betrayal. It's time for you. It's like the Hanged Man is in the reverse. That's the aha moment. I'm no longer looking for perspective. I no longer have to. I have my answer. That I realize that the Five of Swords is here. These are people who are never going to think the way I think. They're never going to take my advice. These people have unhealthy minds because their minds are not flexible. They're inflexible. And so I feel like it's time for you to carry on. You got to school a few people, cut some people out, and time for you to carry on. And we've got the Knight of Wands. That's what's coming up next. We've got the Eight of Swords. And we've got the Three of Cups. Look, I feel like what is blocking you right now is maybe you could have relationships that are kind of friends with benefits relationships. And if it's not that, then I feel like, just looking at the Pentacles here and the Fire, to me that's friends with benefits. And I feel like the Knight of Wands is telling me that there are some people in your life who give you no stability. They only show up when they need something from you, whether it's money or time or just an ear or whatever it is. And that's the only time they show up. It's time to get rid of those people. It's time to find yourself a new, happy, celebratory, fun sort of group of people. It's time for you to flip it on them. And you don't have to verbally say to somebody, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You can just distance yourself. Stop answering their texts. Just stop. Stop answering their texts, or answer their texts with 1 or 2 words. It's time for you to make a really big change here this week. I feel like there is a door opening for you. Look, we do have this week, in the next 7 days, on the 2nd of October, we have another eclipse coming up. I think it's in Libra. And this is what I think it's doing. I think you're eclipsing people from your life because you know that it's time to clear your energy, because I feel like you're leveling up to be the King of Swords. That's what it is. You're leveling up here. You're going from getting all of this stuff together to being this person. I feel like you're growing into this person who's honest and truthful and transparent. The person who's always going to tell the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. That's what the new chapter is for you here. I feel like you're leveling up through this eclipse experience here. We do have Aquarius energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. Yep, that's about it. We got Aries right here. All right, let's look at Cancer. Tell me about single Cancer for the next 7 days, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the single Cancer in love, please. Tell me about single Cancer. Cancer, the private reading sale is over tomorrow at midnight, the 30th at midnight. So if you want to get in on that, you probably should get on it. Tell me about, look for the pinned comment. You'll get all the information there. Tell me about Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Six of Wands here, Cancer. We've also got the Six of Swords. The Ace of Wands. Ooh, look, 666. That's letting go of control, my friend. So for those of you who are freaking out because you're religious, that's not what it means. Sixes in the tarot, sixes in numerology doesn't mean anything about the Bible. The two are not even connected. Religion and tarot are not connected. So the sixes that you see here is all about movement. It's like you're no longer in the fives. You're no longer in the lack. Now you're in the sixes. You're finally over the hump, right? Oh, look, we got all 4. What the heck? 6666. Wow. So this is encouragement. It's encouraging you to take some sort of a new step here. So I feel like you need to release control. That's your job this week. I feel like Cancer, you need to release control, release it to the universe, stop worrying about things. It's about time you started doing things that put a pep in your step, put fire in your heart. I feel like the Ace of Wands is here, and I feel like you are probably going to meet somebody that you're quite enamored with this week. You might. It feels like this Six of Wands tells me that you are going to be getting some sort of a victory that you've been working toward. The Six of Wands also tells me that the darkest part of your life right now is over. I feel like you're about to step over the finish line, and for some of you, you will be giving reciprocal energy to someone on some sort of new path. They could be a soulmate energy, take it as it resonates here, but you finally have movement. I like it for you, Cancer. You finally have movement. You're getting unstuck. Tell me about the Six of Wands. What sort of victories is Cancer going to have in the next 7 days? We do have the King of Wands. You're now feeling inspired. You're moving. You're going to get things. It feels like you've decided that whatever I want is whatever I'm going to get. It's time to end being at the crossroads. The full moon is there, and so I feel like you are letting things go, releasing things. It feels like you've come through this really hard cycle. I feel like it was like a hard dark night of the soul kind of cycle, and it feels like it grew you. I want to say you grew up to be the King of Wands. You're now looking at things in sort of a more responsible way. You're looking at it like, I can have anything I want. I hold the wand that is going to take me where I need to go. It feels like you're feeling very inspired to get out of the Two of Swords here. We've got the Nine of Wands. Boy, lots of wands for you this week. So I feel like it's keeping people blocked out of your life has been exhausting. And I feel like you needed the time to heal yourself. You needed the time to usher in some sort of a new cycle and let go of control. I feel like you're about to be a little bit more social. There's now movement here. We've got reciprocal energy coming in, and it feels like you've decided to release some sort of a block, that you're now inspired to move forward and do something here. We've got 6, 7, 8 wands. You're gonna have things moving forward, moving faster. Communication with people, possibly. Tell me more about Cancer. We've got the Strength card in the reverse. It's because of the inner strength that you're digging into here. We've got the Four of Wands. It's making you feel stable. I like it. Look at all these wands. We've got the Page of Wands. I feel like you're ready to communicate. You're ready for a new path. I feel like you were holding yourself back previously, or you were in indecision about what to do from here, but I feel like the Six of Swords is here to kind of shake you free and give you some sort of movement. I feel like there is some sort of a new path that you're going on here, and it does feel like it's taking a lot of your courage. I want to say that this success that you're going to have, leaving an old dark cycle and moving towards something victorious, I feel this inner strength is what brought you through all of this. You're now in some sort of a stable energy. Your home life is becoming more stable. It feels like the Page of Wands is telling me that you're ready for some sort of fun and frolic and friends and new things to do, maybe flirtation, possibly. I don't know why it's all the F's, but we've got the Justice card. I like it. Look, I feel like you've been through a dark night of the soul here, Cancer, and I feel things are about to come into balance for you. I feel like things are about to turn themselves into a place where everything is even in balance. I feel like you're now feeling more. You're feeling stronger, I want to say. You've cultivated some sort of inner strength here, and I feel like you're feeling a lot stronger, and it's showing up here as the King of Wands. So I feel like you've decided you're going to do what you want to do. I feel like you're going to drop some burdens here. We've got 9 and 1 with the King of Wands here. I feel like you're ready to drop some burdens. That's the 10 of Wands, and it's making you feel like things are becoming more stable, more fun. I feel like there is a new path here that you're going to be on. It almost feels like a more fun path, because I feel like you've gone through some pretty heavy stuff. Yeah. Tell me what the outcome is for Cancer, please. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working on yourself. I feel like this time that you had before the Six of Wands showed up, before the victory, after a hard time, after the fight, after the war, it feels like you've been spending some time with yourself, cultivating this inner strength. And the Eight of Pentacles, of course, is about the self-mastery. You've been working on you. I like it. We've got the Lovers. I feel like you will be meeting someone soon. It may not be this week, but I think that the thing that we need to take from this reading is now you're open to it. You're open to it. Things are balancing out for you. The home front is good. I feel like that you are dropping burdens that you had been carrying around, schlepping around for a long time here. And we do have the Five of Pentacles. So now it's just the financial stuff that you need to get in order. And I think your financial stuff is about to get itself in order. Please go back and look at the monthly reading I just did for Cancer. It tells me that your finances are actually looking up for the month of October. Tell me what's around the corner here for Cancer. What's next? We've got the Ten of Swords. I like it. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Swords. I do feel that you're letting go of anything in the past. It feels like you're releasing. That's what the Ten of Swords is about, right? It's the release. It's getting all the knives out of your back. It's time to stand up with the Ace of Swords. And I feel like you are having a realization that you're maybe ready to date again, or you're ready to meet someone, or maybe just a romantic connection. Look, it doesn't hurt anybody for you to go out and be a little fun and flirty, a little flirtatious here. I feel like you're feeling better than you ever have, Cancer. And we do have the Ace of Swords, which tells me you've got some sort of clarity about the Knight of Cups, that you're going to move into it passively. I don't think that you're going to move into it like the King of Wands would. I think you're going to move into it like the Knight of Cups would. I feel like you're looking really good, that you're very attractive. Your energy is very attractive. And I think that you're looking for someone who can give you that same energy. The Lovers is here. I feel like the choice was to fix yourself, that you realized that you needed to fix yourself. And I do feel that you are going to meet some sort of a soulmate connection. I feel like it's more like a thought pattern because we have a lot of swords here. It's more that you're thinking about it this week and bringing things into this justification or justice here before you go on some sort of a new path of fun. I feel like there's fun coming up for you. Look, we got the Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're over the hardest part here, Cancer. We've got Libra energy. We've got Leo, Pisces. We've got Gemini energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, and more Leo energy. I feel like the Leo energy, all the fire energy, is about you getting out there and going to get what you want now. And I feel like you're feeling like you can. So let's talk about Leo. Tell me about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for single Leo this week, please. Leo, the private reading sale ends at midnight on the 30th, and that is tomorrow. So just one day left if you want to get in on the sale. Up to $20 off my readings. Please look at the pinned comment. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up this week for Leo in love? Single Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Something has flipped. Ooh, a new path. There we go. A new door is swinging open for you here, Leo. Tell me more about the Fool. So we have the sun in the distance. I kind of like that. You know what, Leo? I feel like it's I feel like people misunderstand you. I think you're misunderstood. We do have the Judgment card in the reverse here, which tells me that people misjudge you, or you've been misjudged, I feel. The Devil energy is here. So people may think that you have an addiction, or they may think that you are codependent, or it feels like this is a misjudgment of your character. The Five of Wands tells me that you've been fighting for people to see you in this way for a really long time. And I don't know why they're thinking this. We will clarify a little bit more. But I feel like the sun is coming. And I feel like there is some sort of a realization or a perception or perspective, I'm going to say. A perspective that other people have of you. And I feel like you're ready to change their mind. It feels like you feel that you've been misunderstood or, misunderstood or misjudged, I want to say. And I feel like it's something that you don't like. It feels like you beat yourself up about it. It's almost like you believe the things that they're saying. So I don't know what it is, but it feels like you're about to give some people clarity here, or you're about to have a growth spurt in the future here. Tell me about the Fool, please. Tell me about the Fool. We've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Nine of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. So I feel like you... Oh, look, the Queen of Swords is here too. It feels like this is a new cycle, I want to say, for you. You're about to step into a new cycle. And look, we do have an eclipse on the 2nd of October. This could be the new cycle that's coming up for you. I do believe it's a new moon. It might be in Libra. I could be wrong. Check me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. But we do have the Five of Cups here. I feel like you're going from this energy of feeling regretful and worried to this energy of understanding. The King of Swords is somebody who has a really good understanding. They're highly intelligent, somebody who thinks things through, somebody who's very honest and truthful and is always doing the right thing. I really feel you've been misjudged here, because I feel like you are the King of Swords. I feel like people should, honor that and trust you. I feel like for some reason, people did not see you as trustworthy. But I feel like with the sun here, the sun that was showing up in the future here, I feel people are going to see a different side of you. Somebody who is ready to be assertive and not aggressive. Somebody who's ready to speak about the truth and be honest. And I don't really care if it hurts your feelings. I'm just going to say it. And I don't think that you mean to be rude or nasty or angry or anything. But I feel like it is something that it's like you finally have to clear up your name. That's what it feels like here. Somebody here has misjudged you as someone who's codependent or addicted, or it almost feels like maybe because you've been spending time by yourself, people don't understand you. Tell me what's coming up with the Fool, please. I feel like you've thought it out a lot before you're taking this new clean slate. Yeah, it feels like a clean slate. It's like, I'm going to show them who I really am. And if they don't like it, too bad. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Page of Wands. So I feel as though that maybe it was a lot of partying. Maybe you're a person who likes to be social, who likes to go out with people, and it feels like people might have seen you in a very sort of an energy of irresponsibility, or maybe you're acting out as what's the word I'm looking for? Immature, possibly. I feel like you're about to clear all of that up, because this is a new day and a new time. I want to say that you're ready to get out on this new path, but I feel like you're in this energy now of the Page of Swords, which tells me you're ready to learn something. And the Three of Cups tells me that there is some sort of reunion or happy time, or that you're getting together with friends or new friends, or going out and you're going to let them see the new you. I feel like you might get some communication, or maybe you'll communicate with another. You're about to learn something about a group of people here. What is this? Oh, I feel like you really have changed. It feels like a change of mind to me. The Two of Swords tells me that you're ready to release this group of people. I feel like they're the ones who misjudge you or speak about you behind your back or something like that. It feels like with the Two of Swords, you're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm making a decision. Two swords are up. I'm making a decision to release. The full moon is over the head here because I need balance, Libra, right? We've got Three Swords. I feel like you're finding something out about this group of people here that's been disappointing or that's breaking your heart. I feel like you're ready to get on a new path, and you're getting on that new path, I feel, as the King of Swords. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Knight of Cups, and we have the Hermit. I feel like you are leaving a group of people. You're leaving a group of people that maybe you used to party with. It feels like maybe you've realized that they drug you into their drama, or into, it feels like they've been talking about you, smack talking you behind the back. I don't think you should trust that group of people that you've been out with, socializing, party with. The people that you always go out with, they're backbiting you when you're not there, and they're misjudging you. They're speaking badly about you while you're not around. I feel like there is, with the Hermit here and the Knight of Cups, I feel like that there is somebody new on the horizon, a new romantic interest that I feel is somebody who is very cautiously optimistic about love. We do have the Queen of Cups here as well, and the Queen of Cups is holding 2 cups in the hand. We can see one in one hand, one in the other, right? So it feels like it's almost like you're waving your flag here. You're like, I really do need to meet new people. I feel like this person that you meet, so I feel like it's water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe a Virgo. It feels like this is going to be a new love interest for you. And I feel like it's a breakthrough. Like you're going to realize them as soon as you see them. And I think you wouldn't have seen them had you not gotten out of this energy and gotten into the King of Swords energy. You have clarity of the mind right now. Everything is clear to you. I feel like you've healed. We've got 2, 3, 4 swords. I feel like you've healed from something really important. Tell me about this Judgment in the reverse. We've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've worked on yourself. So I feel like these people have an old idea of who you used to be. And I feel like you've grown up. I feel like you've hit some sort of vibrational ascension here. And you've been working really hard on yourself. And that's what it is. There it is. You have not been out and been social with this group for a really long time. And I feel like they're saying, well, it's because Leo's toxic. It's because Leo must be doing other things out there with other people. Like it feels like this new path that you're taking is one of healing the self. And I feel like you stopped hanging out with these people. I feel like you did the right thing because whether you know it or not, I feel like somebody here was smack talking you. I feel like you are about to meet new love. We've got the, at least a romantic connection here with the Sun and the Hermit energy. I feel like you're going to be cautiously optimistic about somebody that shows up in terms of romance. What comes next for Leo, please? We've got the Hanged Man. We've got the 6 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So look, it feels like this Hanged Man energy is telling me that you've got a different perspective, and it's time to move on, because the 6 of Wands in the reverse, I don't care if I ever see this group of people again. I don't care if they give me attention. I don't care if they even see me. They don't see me for who I am. This is who I am. I think you're showing up as, in a new group of people, as somebody completely different than this group of people are talking about. I feel like they're talking about you in a way that's not good. And I feel like what they don't realize is that you've now got it together. You've got it all together. You're listening to your intuition here, and you've finally gotten it all together, and you make the decisions about what you want to do. Because the Emperor is somebody who's not ever going to put themselves in a situation to be in a place where people don't appreciate them. The Emperor never goes in on something that they know they're going to lose. I feel that's why you've cut these people out here. That's what it feels like. That's what the King would do. The King would do things that are always on the up and up in the daylight, right? And I feel like you really don't care if you ever hear from that other group of people again. I think that they're toxic, honestly. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We've got Virgo energy here. We've got Leo, Aquarius energy. We've got Virgo and Pisces. We've got more Pisces energy here. We've got Aries, Leo, Virgo, and Aries is here. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy here for you. Tell me what's coming up for single Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Virgo for the next 7 days. Virgo, the sale, the private reading sale ends tomorrow at midnight. So if you want to get in on it, you should probably do that. Tell me about Virgo. Please look at the pinned comment for all of that information. Tell me about Virgo in love, please. Single Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Virgo, please. We've got the 10 of Wands, the Tower, ooh, the Ace, and the Hierophant. So the Tower's coming in to show you some mercy, my friend. It is going to be a bit of a shit show, but you know, when the Tower shows up, it's always change, and change is hard. And Virgo, sometimes you can be a little immovable. I know you're a mutable sign, but look, I feel like Taurus gets tagged with the you're very stubborn sort of stuff, but Virgo, you can be stubborn in your own right. It just means that you're willing to move, and sometimes Taurus is not willing to move. But I feel like there is something coming up here. I feel like you've been carrying around some sort of burden type energy. You've been carrying around a lot for a long time, and I feel like the Tower shows up to break you out of that. It's like a jailbreak. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like when the Tower falls, it shows you that you shouldn't have been carrying these things, and these things were not yours to carry. It feels like there is, the Ace of Pentacles here is telling me that there is something new that's showing up here, but it's not until you drop the burdens. Look, a lot of people get the Tower and then all they do is they suffer. They suffer, they cry about it, they're upset. I feel like you are the person who is very logical, that you will look at this Tower as sort of a logical Tower. Look, it needed to come so I could make change and drop some things that I've been carrying that probably weren't even mine, that were weighing heavy on me. I feel like this Tower comes to clear away some sort of an illusion or a path. It shows you that there's a new path, and the new path is the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that this is a really big lesson that you're learning here, that you do have more tools than you think you had. It almost feels like other people in your life had you stuck, because it feels like people placed these burdens on you, but you're the one that agreed to carry them. I feel like the Tower is showing you that there is a new day, a new time here, that there, if you decide to take the door that's opening for you, I feel like you will learn the lesson. That the only reason that the Tower shows up is to relieve you or to give you mercy. Put you back on the right path. Tell me about the Ten of Wands for Virgo. Got the Three of Pentacles. Got the Eight of Wands. Things are now moving freely. I like it. And we do have the Queen of Cups. I really do feel it was a lesson that you needed to learn, that doing the right thing is to drop the burdens, is to not let anybody bring their drama and put it on your back. It's time for you to let go of people, places, and things. All it does is slow you down, weigh you down. It's time, I feel like this Hierophant is here saying that you've learned some sort of a spiritual lesson, that you're now listening to the higher self. And maybe you were listening before, or you thought you were, but I think that this burst of light here tells me that you have absolute clarity about what the path is that you're on right now. I feel like you are on now some sort of a path where you're doing the right thing and you're moving forward, and people want to follow, they can, but they don't have to. But I feel like you are in this energy of the higher self, that you now have more knowledge than you had before. And it's because of whatever you learned. You took the lesson from the Tower. A lot of people, just sit around in the rubble and cry. But I feel like you've decided to go over the details and figure out, what did I do all the way up to here to make the Tower fall? We do have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're getting more social. It feels like with the Three of Pentacles, to me, that's community. It's friends of friends. It's a network also. It's people who have your back. And I feel like that in this group, group of people, this networking group or this community group here, I feel like you will meet someone. It feels like with the Queen of Cups here, it tells me that there is somebody here that I feel might actually come up to you first. You might not actually have to come up to them. I feel like it is somebody who is going to communicate with you in that group of people. And it does feel like there is love coming up in the future for you here. Tell me more about Virgo. But I don't think you can have it if you don't allow the Tower. You know what I mean? If you can't learn the lesson from the Tower. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. I think with the Seven of Pentacles, it makes me feel like you've waited for a really long time to find a really deep and abiding love. And I think that a compassionate and kind person who is kind of empathic like you, or sort of leaning to the psychic energy, that would be the Queen of Cups. It feels like you've been waiting a long time to meet someone like this. This might even be someone that you might commit to. But we do have the Ace of Cups. It does feel like after a long period of waiting, I feel like you're about to meet new love here. We do have the Seven of Cups now. I feel like you're going to have to sift through a whole bunch of people, because the Seven Seven of Cups tells me that there's a lot of opportunities or options for you to pick from. And I feel like you will pick one because the Ace of Cups is here. But it feels like it's you've been waiting a long time for this kind of love, Virgo. I feel like you will be meeting someone in the future, and it may not be in the next 7 days, but I feel like something is definitely coming in the future. I do feel, though, that this Tower, this realization that if you drop the burdens, you can move forward onto the new path, I feel the Tower is coming in the next 7 days. We do have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I like it. I like it, Virgo. It does really feel like you're deciding just to get out there and meet a new group of people, to have fun and celebrate. And it feels like you're, I want to say there is a reunion here, but the reunion is with people. I don't feel like it's with one person. I feel like it's with a group of people who might be in your community, maybe in your neighborhood, but they could be someone at work as well. Take it as it resonates. People who have been kind of watching you and wondering if they could get you in on their group of people. Like, it almost feels like you'll have an invitation. I do see the Three of Cups as that. Tell me what the outcome is here for Virgo, please. We do have the Chariot energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Here it comes, no more waiting. You've done all the work on yourself that you need to do. It's time to get in the Chariot and go. Victory is yours. I feel like you are coming out of a really dark place or a hard place, because the Tower and the Ten of Wands, but I feel like the Tower is what's helping you drop all of these burdens that you had been carrying for a while. This is light energy. To me, water is really light and airy energy. It's like it's almost, you feel like you can fly after you drop the 10 wands here. What's coming up around the corner here? What's coming up next? We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, I like it. Look at this. It's almost like you have these worries. I'm never going to meet somebody like that again. But I feel like you're about to meet someone you're really, really going to like, but you're going to have to sift through a bunch of people to get there. Look, we have 10 cups here. There are 10 cups, and it starts with the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. You're at the beginnings of things. There's like new conversations, new communications, new clarity about love, I feel. We've got the Ace and the 9, which is 10. You're releasing things. When this Tower comes, it is the best thing that ever happened to you. Yes, it's going to be a little bit tough, and Towers always are. Now, if you're a person who's been getting a lot of numbers, I'm going to say, if you've been seeing a lot of numbers, constant numbers, that's a good indication that things are about to change. You should be looking those things up and find out what the numbers are that you've been seeing over and over again. I feel like it's telling you that a new love is close for you, but it's also telling you that you must go through some sort of transformation or change before the new love can show up, because you're the one who is going to step out as somebody new, right? Light and airy, not waiting anymore. I've worked on myself. Ta-da, look, here I am. It feels like you're like in the Hierophant energy. You're moving in the right direction. You are serious about what you're doing. You're very much about spirituality. You've learned a lot of stuff. I feel like the next 7 days is going to be a great learning experience for you. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. You've been waiting for a really long time for some sort of change, Virgo, and it's here. I feel like it's here in the next 7 days. Look, we do have another eclipse coming up in the next 7 days, so anything can happen, right? Expect the unexpected. So we do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here. We do have Taurus. We have Leo. Nope, sorry, Cancer. We have Scorpio. And Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All right, Libra. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Libra in love. Tell me about Libra. Libra, if you want to get in on the private read sale, it's only on until tomorrow at midnight. That is the 30th at midnight. So if you want to get in on it, you should probably do that. Look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Libra for the week ahead. The next 7 days, please. Tell me about Libra. We do have the 10 of Wands. We have the Tower. Oh, you know what? That combination showed up for Virgo just now. So if you have anything to do with a Virgo, you might want to go take a look there. Oh, neat. I like this for you. I feel like you have some sort of a talent that's going to be recognized. That's what it feels like here. That it feels like that your work is on display. And even though you're not around, the work that is on display, people are watching. They're watching from a distance, or they're watching. I feel like it's, things are about to change for you. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like things are about to expand for you. You've been watching other people's ships come in for a long time, but it was a decision that you had to make. You had to make the decision that it's time for me to go. It's time for me to fly. And I think that when you do that, it feels like the Tower shows up to, it's almost like there was something obstructing the work that you did. And I feel like the Tower is coming in to have you drop some sort of burdens that weren't yours to carry around anyway, that your decision, like he's holding on to the Ace of Wands, this person's holding on to the Ace of Wands. It was your decision to make a plan. Oh, and the Two of Wands is here too. It was your decision to make a plan, to prepare, to go out into the world, to do something that you wanted everybody to see. But it almost feels like movement, or the reason that you moved, is because of the Tower. So I feel like the Tower is revealing whatever it is that you've been working really hard on, some sort of a talent I feel that you have here is what people are going to see. It's because you made the decision. The Two of Wands here, this person's holding a wand, that person's holding a wand. Two of Wands here, right? We've got 3, 4, 5, and 6 wands. That's victory. 6 wands is victory. You're stepping over some sort of finish line here that's taking you to a place. And I feel like the Tower is, when things get really good, the Tower shows up first to pull down any illusions, who you thought you were, what you thought you should be doing. Maybe you thought you should be working a 9 to 5 when you're really talented at something else. And now the Tower showing up, so you would leave the place where you were to go to a different place so people can see your talent. Tell me about the 10 of Wands, please. I feel like it was something, you were carrying around burdens that were holding you back. We have the King of Pentacles. Whatever it is that is coming to light here, whatever sort of display that you're going to show people about whatever talent you have here, it feels like there is a partnership. Oh, that's what it is. A partnership comes in here, Libra. And somebody's like, I'm here. It's like, this is the ship that's coming in. A partnership. Somebody who's like, you got to drop those burdens. It's time for you to show the people what you have. I feel like whatever talent you have brings you to financial stability here, but I do feel it's because of a partnership here. We do have the Page of Cups, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So there is something here that you've been keeping under wraps. I feel like you've been keeping it to yourself. It could be a book. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a musician. But it feels like there's something you've been keeping under wraps. But I feel like death sneaking up behind you here is about to blow the top off of everything. There is some sort of surprising opportunity that's showing up here. Tell me about the surprising opportunity. We do have the Emperor. It is somebody, wow. Okay. I feel like somebody is coming to give you some sort of a major opportunity. It's like a producer, or somebody who really knows art, or somebody who sees your work on display. But I feel like your work is on display because of some sort of a partnership. Tell me about the partnership, please. We've got the World card. We've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got the 6 of Cups. Look, I feel like somebody shows up in your life. You could know them, maybe you don't. Take it as it resonates for you. The Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, right? This person does not have to be a feminine, right? There is a woman on the card, so feminine or masculine. But it is somebody who's a real go-getter, who's used to taking risks, who's going to mentor you and show you, look, you need to take a risk with whatever it is that you're doing here. And I feel like you finally stand up for yourself. I feel like this partnership is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's just not a regular partnership. This is somebody here who's showing up in your life after some sort of major change, it's like something happened that I'm not going to read about because it's in the past, but something happened in the past that ended something for you. It could have been a job. It could have been a friendship. It could have been a relationship. But it feels like it ushers in the Queen of Wands, who is a soulmate. This is a person who is who's going to engage with you in a partnership. And this person's like, look, you don't have to wait for the ships to come in anymore. I know a guy. I know somebody. I feel like this person introduces you to the Emperor, and the Emperor makes it really clear that they think you're a frickin' genius, that they think that you have a lot of wisdom, that you have an eye for detail, or whatever it is that you do for a living, whatever it is that you have all the wisdom about here. We've got the Knight of Cups. We've got justice. Yeah, you're getting justice and love. I feel like you're getting justice and love here. That something is coming into balance. I feel like you've been working really hard to bring something into balance, and I feel like you will be doing just that. So it was a hard stop here with the Tower and the World card. Something ended that you had no control over. No control over it. But it ushered in something really beautiful, and that's what I think is beautiful about the Tower, is that if it weren't for the Tower, you would never meet this person. And I think that this person is a romantic interest of yours. We've got the Devil energy. Why? You've sort of been obsessively thinking about, I've got to go, I've got to take the step, I've got to prepare. It's like you've been editing the edits. You've been writing a book and you edited the first chapter or the second chapter. You go back and look at the edits and you get stuck in the edits. You get stuck in the process. I feel like this is an obsessive being stuck in the process. But it feels like there is a decision coming up, and the decision that you make about meeting this person is going to lead to many things, right? This door is going to close, but what's coming next is that there is some sort of a partnership with someone who you end up having feelings with, that it introduces you to someone who's very influential. Somebody who's going to be able to help you and help you make a plan to actually get out of this obsessive energy of thinking about it. I wish I had balance. I wish I had balance. I wish I had balance. It's really actually going to have you stand in the shoes of who you really are, which is this Libra energy here. Tell me what the outcome is for Libra, please. We do have wish fulfillment. Look at that. And love and reciprocity. So this person likes you as much as you like them. I feel like they take you from rags to riches. Honestly, that's what it feels like. We've got people who are passing by this person here and keep giving and giving and giving. And I think that's what you've been doing with your talent, is really giving a lot. And I feel like it's all coming back to you tenfold, because even when you didn't have enough for you, I feel like you had enough to give to everybody else. And I feel like whatever this beautiful thing is, it's ushering in love. It's also ushering in someone who is very influential, who is going to see you as some type of genius, who is very, very much about the details. So it's the detail of your work. So the detail of your writing or your painting or your music or something you're doing that nobody else is doing. And it's all because of the Queen of Wands, because this person knows how to take risks. I feel like this person is the one who you're going to partner with. Look at that. Look, I feel like you win so far. So far, Libra, you win. Things are about to take a really big turn. The Wheel of Fortune is here to turn in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is like changing everything for you. Look at this. You're on a brand new path. After fighting and fighting and fighting for what you wanted, you're on a brand new path. The Wheel of Fortune is here with the Ace of Wands. You're going to be able to make money doing what you're passionate about. I love that. It's expansion. Your life is about to expand in a way that I feel you've been waiting for a really long while. I like it. We've got Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Virgo. We've got Leo, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. More Scorpio energy. I feel like the Two of Cups is telling me that wish fulfillment is here. And it's coming because you've been so giving and kind. It's coming back to you tenfold. You're going to end up being the King of Pentacles. All right. Scorpio. I wish I was a Libra today. Tell me about Scorpio. In love, please. Single Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, the sale is almost over, the private reading sale. It is only on until the 30th at midnight, which is one more day. So if you want to get in there and get a request in, something you want to do, then you should get it done. Please look in the comments for any information you need. Tell me about Scorpio, please. What's coming up for single Scorpio for the next 7 days? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Well, the Three of Cups shows up. Tell me more about Scorpio. Wow, 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 wow. I like it. Scorpio, I think you've made a decision. Yeah. I think in the next 7 days, you're making a decision. I need to stop looking. I need to release the past. I'm seeing that the Fool is pointing into the past. And then we have the Ten of Swords. I need to release things from the past, and I need to move forward to new things. So I feel like this is a celebratory time for you, Scorpio. I feel like you have, you've cut through some sort of smoke and mirrors thing you had going on. It feels like you're now being very clear with what you want. Very solid, clear, clarity. It's like you're stroking things off a list. It's like this is what it's come to. I feel like you're releasing the past in favor of a new chapter here, and I feel like it's celebratory. It's time to celebrate. We've got the Page of Cups, and I feel it almost comes to you like a surprise. Now look, only the fixed signs are going to understand this. If you have fixed sign energy in your sun, you're going to realize that sometimes you stay at a place for a long period of time, right? You're a fixed sign Scorpio, I'm a fixed sign Taurus, right? So you might stay in a place for a really long time before you can actually make the decision to take the leap. This is the leap. That's what it is. So if you've been stuck in an energy for a really long time where you felt like you were still trying to release the past, and you couldn't really make a decision as to how you were going to release it or whether you're going to leave it alone, because fixed signs, they don't make decisions quickly, right? You're making decisions slowly, right? This is another fixed sign. This is Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini, because we're in a general read. So I feel like you're releasing something here, and I feel like it's cause to celebrate. I feel like you are releasing something from the past that really hurt, that maybe was betrayal, but it feels like you're finally closing the door to never open it again, because that's how the fixed signs are. I'm doing this slow because I'm doing it once. Tell me what we're going to celebrate here. Got the Empress. I like it. Six of Cups. Look at that. It's a realization. It really is. It's a realization that abundance can be yours. Celebrating some sort of a change of mind, because we saw the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck in the future. Celebrating a change of mind. The Hanged Man energy tells me that you spent probably a very long time in the Hanged Man energy trying to get a different perspective on someone. And I feel that someone is probably the Empress, whether they are feminine or masculine. The Empress is somebody who really doesn't need you. They don't really need anybody. They're minding their business, doing their thing, staying in their lane. This person, I feel, is somebody that you've never been able to let go of, Scorpio. It feels like you're very connected to this person in a very, you might have nostalgic memories with them in this life, but I feel like it's almost like we've been following each other for lifetimes, that we always meet up in different bodies, but it feels like there's a connection to this person that you cannot release, and that's what put you in the Hanged Man energy. You were trying to get a perspective on that. Why am I so freaking connected to this person that I can't let go of? I feel this person is showing up in your present energy. It feels like this Empress here, whether you know them or not, is somebody you're very connected to. So if it is someone you've never met before, it's like you feel like you've known them forever. You get along really well and you feel like you've known them forever. But it feels like you've always had this sort of, for those of you who know this Empress, is somebody who you've had a perspective about. It's a realization or an aha moment after pulling in your energy, taking a pause, thinking about what you needed to do in order to change things in your life here. I feel like you are going to celebrate when you meet this Empress here. Look, this person is the long-term one. We've got the Ten of Cups here. This person is going to make you very emotionally happy, Scorpio. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. Those are Venusian signs, right? This person's all about love, balance. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Look, there's a bunch of stuff going down in the 3D. That is for sure. The Nine of Pentacles is confidence. I now have the confidence to approach the Empress. I've worked hard on myself and I've become financially stable. I feel like you are the King of Pentacles energy, whether you are an actuary, an accountant, somebody who deals in money, but maybe you just know your finances. But I also feel you're somebody who has an endless amount of opportunity. You create opportunity. And I feel like the universe throws opportunity at you because you're the person who is the overgiver, really kind, always giving to other people, whether it's money, time, whatever sort of energy it is. it feels like you're about to be blessed, because it feels like you have you've come out of this energy here. I feel like the Empress is probably the new connection, because this is the pre-Empress energy and the Page of Cups here. It feels like you can now move forward because you've released something here. I feel like you're standing strong and sturdy here in the 3D. We have the 8 of Swords. Why? Because of the 6 of Swords, you're moving on from the 8 of Swords. You're no longer stuck in your mind. Your hands are no longer tied. You're seeing things clearly now. You're not worried about getting cut. You know what? I'm in charge in the 3D. I'm the King of Pentacles. I kind of love it. Your confidence is on point. You look really good, beautiful or handsome. I feel like you've worked really hard on yourself. You've had some sort of a glow up here. And I feel your glow up is going to attract the Empress here. Tell me what the outcome is, please. Tell me what the outcome is for Scorpio. We do have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. I'm not worrying about it anymore. I feel like you've been really working on your mental health. It feels like you're no longer anxious, no longer depressed here, because you're finally, excuse me, finally standing up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself and saying to people, look, I know what I'm doing. I can do it myself. I'm just going to let go of this crap so I can move forward. I feel like you now have some boundaries as well. We do have the 5 of Cups. You're keeping people away from you who are dramatic, who are sad, who feel like, you know, that it feels like they feel like they can't do anything, or they need your advice, or I feel like you're keeping those people on the outside of the boundaries, because I feel like you've done a really great job, and it's been hard to heal from heartbreak here. So we do have 3 and 4, which is 7. I feel like you let go of something here in the past. Some people who were, it could be multiple people who were lying to you, who were disappointing you constantly. I feel like it was a really big decision to release or let go of people who were in the 7 of Swords with you. So I feel like you've got your boundaries, and you've decided, I'm not going to worry anymore about if people think I'm terrible, horrible, or awful, because I won't let them push their dramatic bullshit on me. I feel like you've decided that you are moving forward here in a very solid, grounded way. Tell me what's coming up next. What's around the corner for Scorpio? We've got the Death card. We've got the 5 of Pentacles to the Sun. I love it. So you put an end to all of it. You put an end to the liars, to the bullshit, by putting up boundaries here. Boundaries are for you, never for them, right? It's promises you keep to yourself. But we do have Death, and we have the 5 of Pentacles here. And it tells me that I feel like it's the end of you being on the outside looking in, that you've had some sort of a breakthrough that released the past, and you're moving forward, and I love it. And you are about to meet the Empress, I believe. You're about to meet someone who is you know, I feel like you are self-sufficient. You're self-sufficient. I just saw a castle on an island that has a moat around it. It's almost like you're keeping to yourself and doing your own thing in the 3D world. But I feel like there's going to be some way that you are going to meet this Empress here, or you're calling in a whole lot of abundance. It's one or the other. We do have the Ace of Wands. You're on a brand new path here, Scorpio. Brand spanking new. We do, because of the movement, we have 6 of Swords, right? We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo. We do have Scorpio energy. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. We have more Scorpio, Aries, Libra, and Taurus. We do have more Aries energy. So Aries, all that fire energy is telling me you're about to take a step forward, probably in the next 7 days. Tell me about Sagittarius. Hello, my fire family. Tell me about Sagittarius and love. Single Sagittarius for the next 7 days, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, there is only one more day to get your request in. If you would like to have up to $20 off any of my readings, please look in the pinned comment. The sale ends on at midnight on the 30th. Prices go back to regular pricing. Tell me about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sagittarius singles, please. We do have the 7 of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. You know what? Somebody who's been keeping their feelings under wraps can no longer keep it under wraps. That's the first hit I get from all of this. 7 of Swords. It was somebody who I feel kept running away from you. I feel like you you want this person to be in your life, and this person kept running. I feel like they were running because there are things that are under the surface that they didn't particularly want you to know about. I feel like the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups tells me that there is somebody who's been hiding their feelings. Not being very honest about their feelings, but I feel like somebody is about to say it, because the Knight of Swords is like the Italian cook throwing pasta at the wall and see what sticks. And blah, I'm just going to throw it all out there and in one big heap and see what sticks here. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving forward here. I feel like there was somebody here who was stuck in the mind, who had a block. The Knight of Swords carries a sword, and so is the person on the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like somebody had some sort of a mental block, or they couldn't move forward. But it feels like here that this person, they could be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or another Sagittarius. I feel like the expansion is yours, though, that we're about to expand our words. We're about to talk to each other about our feelings. Somebody was hiding them, but I don't think they are any longer, because somebody here has had a realization that they are the magician, that they are, that they can have whatever they want, whatever they dream about, they can bring into the 3D. Someone has realized their power. They've realized that they have talents and capabilities, and that they have worthiness. It's all about realizing that I have worth, right? The magician energy, that I have tools that I can use. There's no way that I'm stuck. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Wands. This person is going to pursue you. The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They don't have to be that sign, but this is somebody who is inspired to step forward, and that's why the King of Wands is showing up. This is someone who I feel has a burning desire for you. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, and I feel like it came out in weird ways. I want to say that this person doesn't have the right words, that they're a person who stumbles on their words. They don't really know what to say. But I think that's coming to an end. We've got 7, 8, 9, 10 swords. And so I feel like that's coming to an end. Look, I feel like this person is somebody who is more of an action taker, so they'd rather do it to you or do it for you than say it to you. It's like this person is not really good with their words. There's somebody who keeps their feelings under the surface because they don't know how to express them verbally. They only know how to express them in actions. So this person might be someone who will call you out of the blue and say, can I take you out for a drink and pay for your drink? Or, you know what I mean? They'll show you in certain ways, Sagittarius. They won't necessarily say it. Tell me about the King of Swords. We've got the Justice card. I feel like this person is going to try and tell you, because the Wheel of Fortune is here and it's time for things to change. It feels like you have known this person for a while. They've cultivated some sort of romantic notion or feeling about you, but they've never said it to you before. I feel like somebody's about to make something right. But I want to say, give this person a break, because I feel like their words aren't going to even do any honor to what they're trying to show you. Like, I think that they're really better at showing you that they love you by maybe they like to buy things, right? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here with the King of Wands. Maybe they like to give gifts. Maybe they like to take you places. Maybe they like to buy you things. And it's almost like they feel like you should know how they feel. They don't want to have to say it out loud because they don't know how to say it. Or to them it feels a little bit cringy to have to say it out loud. This person could be a Libra, possibly, but I think the Libra energy is telling me that things are about to come into balance, and this person's about to come clean about how they feel about you, Sag. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Page of Cups, yeah, and the Chariot. Look, it's going to surprise you, Sag. I feel like you're going to get communication from this person, and I think this is someone that you're in communication with. Like, I feel like this is someone who is a friend, or you treat them like a friend, but I think you have feelings for them as well. I feel you're friendly with them. I'm going to say that maybe they're not a friend, but you're friendly with them. Whenever they show up and flirt with you in text, you take their flirts, I'm going to say. What's sort of going to be a surprise here is that somebody I feel is coming to get you. I feel like this person is somebody who is probably either a Cancer or acting like a Cancer. Cancer has a hard time saying the words, bringing things to the surface. It feels like this is going to surprise you. This person might even serenade you. Like, I feel like somebody is taking action, And it's going to surprise you. Whatever action they're taking is going to surprise you. And I feel like it has something to do with movement here and victory. Tell me about this. We have the King of Pentacles. So this person, I feel, is somebody who is quite giving and kind. They are an overgiver, actually, and that might be why they're kind of scared to show people their feelings, because they don't want to be taken advantage of. This person could also be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Take it as it resonates for you. I always say that Cancer is kind of the Taurus of the water signs, so it could be a Cancer. Tell me what the outcome is here for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody does want to invest in you here. They want something brand new. I feel like this is a gift from the universe. That's what it feels like. That this person is somebody who's finally going to say it, and they might say it so awkwardly, like it might just be cringe, you know what I mean? But they're really trying their best to tell you that they want to have some sort of a reunion with you, or they want to take you out, or can we celebrate together? I really do want to invest a little further into this relationship. Okay, the Queen of Swords is here. So I was worried about the King of Swords being in the reverse at the top here, because I feel like with the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords being in the reverse, it almost feels like it will come off as being a lie. Like this person is like, they seem disingenuous, but I really do feel that they're trying to be genuine, but they're used to using really harsh words, and they're trying to soften their words by showing you by actions rather than saying something. But then the Queen of Swords shows up. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who is honest and truthful, brings things into balance. This is Libra energy. Also, Gemini and Aquarius, because we're in a general read, but this person is somebody who is inviting you into their boundaries. They're like, I have boundaries, but I'm inviting you in. Do you want to come in? It's an invitation to get to know them deeper, or to get them to know them more, to spend more time with them. Tell me what's coming up around the corner, please. Tell me what's coming up next for Sagittarius. We do have the Fool. Yeah, it's a brand new beginning here. I feel like this person feels rejected by you, or felt rejected by you, and that's why they didn't say anything. It feels like this person is finally going to stand up for themselves, and they're finally going to say, look, can we take a leap of faith? And I feel like this is someone that you've known for a while, because I feel like they're in your life. I feel like they're in your pentacle world, that you talk to them, and it feels like, you know, it's like a silent, I have feelings for them, they have feelings for me, but we never talk about that thing, because you feel they're not ready, or they feel you're not ready, whatever it is. I feel like it's both of you. But I feel like things are about to move forward here. And tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person's taking charge of the situation. I feel like they've been trying to heal from being an obsessive thinker. They've like thought it all out. What if I say this, they'll say that. What if they reject me? Maybe I'll just stand up for myself. Like it feels like somebody who has a hard time saying things verbally, and I feel like they're going to be very verbal with you, because I feel like it's time for them to drop some of these burdens here. And I feel like that's the ships that are coming in. Look at this. I feel like it really works out for you here. So it does feel like somebody that you're already in conversation with. This is not somebody who you've had a hard time with. This is not somebody you've dated before. But I feel like this is somebody who you have feelings for them. They have feelings for you. We've never said it, but we're kind of acting like we're friendly with each other. And you're waiting for them to say something. I feel like this person wants to settle down. I feel like that's why the King of Pentacles is here. All right. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer. We've got Aries energy, Libra, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There it is. All right. Very exciting week coming up for you. If you're looking to get into a relationship with somebody you've always had feelings for, I think it happens in the next 7 days. Somebody's going to divulge something. Let's talk about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Single Capricorn, please, in love. Capricorn, there is just 1 day left if you want to get in on a private read sale, my friend. Please look in the comment pin below. You'll see that there is a link to Wizio there, but it ends on the 30th at midnight, up to $20 off my reads. Tell me what is going on with Capricorn in the next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week for single Capricorn. We have the Page of Cups. King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Hanged Man in the distance here. Just listening. So it does feel like you have really been working on yourself here. I feel like you've been working on your finances for sure. Your stability is a big one. I feel like you've been feeling displaced or feeling like you don't live in a home, or like wherever it is, whether it's a house or an apartment or a condo or whatever it is, it doesn't feel like home. But I feel like you're about to get some more stability, something that feels like home. I want to say that the Page of Cups is here, and it's a total surprise. It's a surprise, I feel, but it's also the very beginning of you listening to your intuitive energy, I think. I feel like the surprise is that there is some sort of an offer here. It's almost like you hear from somebody that there is a place available, or you can come live with me, or the Four of Wands is a home, right? So it's like, it feels like somebody here has been really working on finding a solid place to live. And I feel like that's coming in the next 7 days, because I feel like you've really been working hard, whether it's at your job or on yourself. I feel like you've been working really hard. We do have the Page of Cups here, which tells me that things change in a minute, or it's surprising, or there's something that's coming up in the next 7 days that's really surprising. It could be a realization with the Hanged Man, because it feels like you've been looking for a different perspective of something here. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. We've got the Eight of Wands. Things are starting to pick up. Move quick. I think it's going to shock you or surprise you how quickly things can change. They literally can change overnight and in a moment, right? We do have the Hermit energy here. And we do have the Death card. I feel like it is a very quick change. I feel like in the next 7 days, there's a quick change that's coming here. And I feel like you've been looking, wishing, and hoping for some sort of a change here. I feel like that you are somebody who is quite spiritual. I feel like you have been in hermit mode for a while, and I think that's about to end, and things are about to move really quickly. The Eight of Wands is here. Things are about to pick up and move super quickly here. I feel like you're coming out of hermit energy here, and that's the only way that you can see the Page of Cups here, is that I feel like you've been keeping to yourself or by yourself here. That the silence is coming to an end, or this place where you were going over details, looking for a light. You're looking for a way out of something, and I think you're about to find it. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Fine. If you don't want to help me, I'll do it myself. That's what it feels like, and that's Capricorn energy for sure. We've got the Prince of Swords, who is in the reverse. That is the Knight of Swords. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. I like that. I really like that. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse is, you know what, if you don't want to help me, I'll do it myself. The Prince of Swords in the reverse is, fine, don't talk to me. I don't really care. I don't need your information. I don't need your help. I'll take it slow, and I will reach the Nine of Pentacles. I will reach this place where I am abundant, and the King of Pentacles is here. I'll find my own home. I'll do it by myself. Nine of Pentacles is, I'm confident I can build myself pentacle by pentacle. I built it all myself anyway. I'll do it all myself. I don't really need your help. That's what it feels like. Tell me more about this. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. It feels like something's coming full circle, or something's coming back round. It almost feels like somebody's regaining their confidence, or it's like you were very confident back there and something happened and it pulled you off your path. I want to say that it made you go into this hermit energy here, where you started like, what brought me to this place? Going over the details, figuring it out, finding your light. It's time now to come out of that hermit energy, and transformation is here. It's like the hermit energy was the cocoon, and now you're the butterfly, right? With this transformation here. But the Eight of Cups tells me that it's like coming full circle. that you're like, fine, you know what? I feel like you went into the hermit energy because of people who were not helping you or not talking to you. But I feel like you emerge as the butterfly and you're like, fine, I'll do it myself then. I feel like this is something that's coming back around after working on yourself a lot. So I feel like if there is any love to be had, I feel the love is for you, for the self, because we've got the Page of Cups here, and it feels like you're starting to fall in love with you, your intuition, the way you're making decisions here. Tell me about the outcome for Capricorn, please. We've got the Queen of Wands. There we are. I like it. That's the badass of the queens, right? That's the one, like, no matter what you throw at me, whatever you throw at me, I'm just going to catch it. Whatever you throw at me, whatever comes to kill me is only going to make me stronger, and I'm going to do all this in spite of you. That's what she's showing everybody, that if you didn't want to help me, I don't really care. I don't need your help. I'll do it on my own. I'm the Queen of Wands, and I'll just keep on moving here. We do have the High Priestess. So we go from a place where you start to listen to yourself, trust yourself. I feel that grows while you're in the Hermit energy. And then you're in this energy of, I don't need you. I'll do it myself. I feel you're now trusting yourself with the High Priestess here. And that's the only way that this Queen of Wands can get what she wants, is because she trusts herself, right? And she doesn't care if she falls and skins her knees. That's just the way life is. So we do have Justice. Things are about to come into balance for you here. I feel like you are now on a path where you're doing the right thing, being honest with people, being very truthful, and if they want to come at you, let them come at you, but you're ready to give them justice. You're ready to tell them exactly what you're doing, and I feel like your intuition is giving you justice. I really love that. Tell me what's around the corner for Capricorn, please. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Judgment card. Wow. You're like, the King of Swords in the reverse is giving me fuck around, find out energy. It's like, yeah, come on then. If you don't believe me, come on then, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. King of Swords energy. I don't usually laugh at the King of Swords. But you know what? This King of Swords is what's pushing you forward here. It's propelling you forward. The King of Swords energy in the reverse is, I don't really care what you have to say. I really don't. I'm just going to tell it to you like it is. It may sound illogical to you, but I feel like you're just kicking ass and taking names at this point. I feel like there's some people who promised they would be there for you who aren't there for you anymore, Capricorn, and I feel like you're like off with their heads. I'm done with it. I'm done with listening to you and you and you. I'm moving forward here. That's my decision. And I feel it's because it's like it's a resurrection of things, but it's a resurrection of an old you, Capricorn. Somebody who was in charge, somebody who had a business, somebody who was building themselves. It's like you fell off track here somewhere, and I think it's because you followed the wrong people or took the wrong advice. You didn't trust yourself, so maybe you're a person who is asking other people what you should do, but now you're kind of falling back in love with you. And I think that's really beautiful. We have the Prince of Cups, who is the Knight. You are falling back in love with you. We have the two Knights here, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles, there you are. Yeah, so I feel like moving quickly, I feel like you're falling in love with the self. Stability here. Very stable. I think it took a lot of hard work and a lot of waiting to do it, but I feel like with the Four of Swords that you finally have healed yourself to a place. I think you healed a lot of heartbreak. People who just kind of left you on the road back there. I think I love this. All right, we've got Virgo and Pisces energy here. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. More Libra. We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have a lot of water energy here. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. Tell me about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Singles, please, and love. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, the private reading sale is only on for one more day. It ends at midnight on the 30th, so you should probably get yourself in there if you're interested. Look in the pinned comment for everything that you need there. All the information and how to get to Wizio. Tell me about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Single Aquarius for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week for Aquarius. We've got the World card. Look, you're ending a chapter here. There is an eclipse coming up on the 2nd. That's just in a couple of days. It feels like you're going to be slamming a door closed here. Something is ending. Something has come full circle and you're not having any of it anymore. But it feels like you are slamming the door closed here. Something's coming full circle here. Tell me about Aquarius. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Oh boy. You know what? You're about to have a really big blowout, knockdown, drag-out argument with somebody here. Yeah. And you're slamming that door closed, Aquarius. I'm done with you. Done with you and your shenanigans. There is somebody here that you can't seem to agree with. They can't seem to agree with you. You're very different from them. And I think that somebody here tried you. You tried Aquarius and you lost. That's what I want to say. The Five of Swords is here. And the Five of Swords is somebody who won't change their mind. It's two people who just cannot see eye to eye. I don't see the things the way you see them. You don't see the things the way I see them. It's time for us to part our ways, end this situation here. I feel like it's a painful ending. It does feel like it's a release. Of course, the Ten of Swords always is, but it does feel like it's betrayal. Like it feels like, you know what? I thought that we were going to be able to get over this, but I don't think that they will, and I just don't care anymore. I'm just done with it. I am not going to have any regrets when I shut the door. I'm done. Like you're overdone. Yes. Like you're way past the time when you were done. I think you were tolerating somebody here. Somebody who I feel didn't really care if they hurt your feelings no matter what they said. Like it feels like there's somebody who wants to win at any cost. So they would really hurt you with their words. And I think that you're done. Tell me why the World card is here, please. We do have the Queen of Wands. You might be doing battle with the Queen of Wands. Could be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, though. We do have the Six of Wands. Very interesting, because I was thinking the Seven of Wands. Six of Wands is 7, and then the Seven of Wands showed up. So I feel like you've decided, you know what, I'm on my way. I'm out. I'm out, and I'm putting up the boundaries, by the way. So you're not only closing the door and wrapping something up here, it feels like something's come full circle, that you've had enough of something here, whether it's a job, a person, or a love relationship. I feel like you're on your way. It feels like it was a pretty dark cycle, and you had to become the Queen of Wands in order to get through it, whether you are feminine or masculine. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's forged through fire, right? No matter what you throw at the Queen's going to catch it and use it, is going to use it to re-up. Like this is alchemization. It feels like whatever somebody throws at you, you can handle it. But this time, like the thing is what people who don't have fixed energy don't understand is that, yes, you will take a long time to make a decision, Aquarius. You're a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus. I'm a fixed sign as well. That you may let it go on and on and on, but when you decide you're done, you are done and you will not go back. So you're not only closing this door, but you're also throwing up boundaries and standing up for yourself and saying, no, and I'm not even going to worry about it. You know what? This is over. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not doing this. So I don't know what sort of situation this is. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me what else is coming up for Aquarius, please. Yeah, and it happens very fast. Faster than you thought it would. It almost feels like this conversation is something that is the last straw. Straw that broke the camel's back. That's it. And then you decide, you know what? I'm going to catch that last insult and I'm going to re-up that shit. I am going to alchemize it, and then I'm on my way. And I'm throwing up the boundaries, and you'll never get across those boundaries. You never will. We do have the Chariot. You're done. You're out. You're on to bigger and better things. Onward and upward, my friend. That's what it feels like with the Chariot. And then we have the Seven of Swords. You can be a liar if you want, but I will have no part of it. Yeah, it feels like somebody was trying to get away with something. They were trying to get away with disrespecting you. And you know, we all have people in our lives that we want to agree to disagree with. But I feel like this was somebody who was like needling you with the way they were saying it, with words that were rude and very pointed, I want to say. And I feel like with the Chariot energy here, that you're like, you know what? No, going back underground with my feelings here. The Seven of Swords here tells me that somebody here was trying to get away with something, and you caught them. You caught them in the act, and they were trying to get away with trying to make you look a fool or needle you or say rude things to you, thinking that you wouldn't catch it. Come on. You're dealing with an Aquarius. they're kind of highly intelligent, right? I feel like you caught it. You let this person go on with this for a while. There we go. And I'm out. I'm on the next path. So the Page of Wands tells me that this might even be a text conversation. It could be. But it feels like whatever happens like that. It feels like eclipse energy. I'm just going to say, it feels like you are leaving a relationship, closing the door, throwing up the boundaries and saying, I'm not even gonna shed a tear. I'm out of here. Tell me about the outcome, please, for Aquarius. And there it is, the new path. There it is, comes after the world, right? We've got the Fool, we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Queen of Swords. That tells the story. The outcome is, you know what? You don't come at the Queen of Swords like that. No, I got to teach you a lesson. You came to some sort of perspective that this person thinks that they've got one over on me. Well, no, you don't get one over on Aquarius. And so I feel like you invited them in. I want to say you invited them in and said, come on in, sit down. Tell me what you have to tell me. And I feel like this is what happened. You ensued that. An argument ensued here. So I feel like you were very, you're going to be very honest and truthful, very assertive. You're not going to be aggressive with this person. You're just going to be very super freaking honest with them, and they're not going to like it because this person already doesn't agree with your point of view. And I feel like, it's the last sword in the back, the last nail in the casket here. This is done. It's over. It's a long time past due being done. Tell me what is around the corner for Aquarius, please. We do have the Hierophant. We do have the Three of Cups. And we do have the Four of Cups. One more. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I was feeling rejection from this here. So I feel as though you've decided, water off a duck's back. Aquarius, I think you've been wanting to do this for a while. I feel like you've been wanting to do it for a while, but we have Taurus showing up here. It tells me that you were sort of stuck in your ways. Maybe you were giving this person a chance to correct their behavior, correct what they were going to say to you, correct how they're treating you. You were giving them a choice to do that. And I don't think that it worked out the way they thought it was going to work out. I feel like with the Hierophant here, you've learned a lesson that you can be far happier without this person by closing the door and rejecting it and keeping them on the outside looking in. I feel like you're not even worried about it, that there's somebody here, and it does feel like it's the end of a relationship, but I feel like it's your intuition that was like, you know what? I think that this person keeps hurting me and hurting me and hurting me. Like, it feels like this energy here is like they're doing it on purpose. And it feels like every time you saw them, you knew it was going to be lack, but this time it was quick change. And I feel like it was the last sword in the back that did it. So that's when the Tower came, right? It's when the Tower shows up, right? When you've had enough, you're exhausted, I'm done with you. And the Tower shows up to break everything down. It's your intuition, I feel, that you consulted with. And I feel like you've really grown, like you've really been working on yourself. And so, although I feel like this is like, I'm done with you, I don't think it's a blaze of glory. I think that you just give them what for. The Queen of Swords is here. It's like a detached, aloof sort of way that a mother would give you a hard time. It's like that. A mother or a father, right? That someone would make you feel badly about it and say, I'm done, I'm over it. We do have, pardon me, Cancer energy. We have a lot of wands. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I did say Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces. More Scorpio energy. Oh boy. Yep. Blaze of glory. Okay. Let's look at Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. See what's going down for Pisces in love. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the next 7 days, Pisces. Tell me about single Pisces. Sneak peek for this week. Oh boy. Okay. We'll do that. I was just going to say, if you're interested in a private read, my friend, tomorrow is the last day. It only goes till tomorrow at midnight. If you're interested in booking, you should probably get that done. We've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Something is breaking down here. Look, next week we've got an eclipse on the 2nd. And everybody's getting great big change. Every reading I've done has got some huge, huge change coming up here. I think for you, this is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Tell me about this. Yep, I feel like there is some sort of a conversation coming up. I feel like for some of you, it could be that a relationship that has been together for a really long time, you could be living with this person possibly, is coming to an end. And I feel like you're the person who's bringing it to an end. It feels like here that the Ten of Cups being in the reverse to me is the breakdown of something. It was like we used to be happy, but we're not happy anymore. And I'm looking at going on some sort of a new path, but I've been holding back, right? 5 Wands is about indecision. I'm not really sure if I should hold back, but I feel like I'm at the beginning of something. I need to talk to you about it. I feel like talking to this person about it starts off some sort of really fiery conversation here. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. I feel like your whole point of having a conversation, I feel like you wanted a stable, honest, truthful, effective conversation. I don't think that you meant for it to end or to say something that would hurt somebody's feelings. I don't think that's your intention. I feel like you meant to be very assertive and not aggressive. Tell me about the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Why is it in the reverse? We have the Judgment card. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Queen of Wands. It had to be done. The Queen of Wands isn't going to stick around. The Queen of Wands has got shit to do. So we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy here. Virgo and Pisces. Excuse me. So we have the Judgment card. I feel like it was you that makes the decision here. So in the next 7 days, if this hasn't happened yet, I feel like you already know that this is coming. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. If you're in a happy, beautiful, kind, loving relationship, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a single person here who I feel is single now. As you come here, you are single. I feel like something has broken down already and you're wondering what comes next. Well, I feel it was your decision. You gained some sort of perspective, and I feel that you felt that somebody in the relationship was hurting you over and over and over again, because the Queen of Wands will only take so much before they decide that they're out. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who can endure a lot. This is a person who has been forged through fire, been through a lot, and came through all of it and still is growing. So I feel like you're sort of a really tenacious kind of person who is no longer taking bullshit from people. That's what it feels like here, that you're standing up and liberating yourself. And I know that we were living in a stable home, but the emotions we had for each other were not stable. I feel like the decision is yours after a long bit of contemplation here, that you knew that it was time, that if the only way that you could grow was by grabbing this Ace of Wands, the only way you could grow, there are buds on the wand, right? It's time to go. I feel like you've been thinking about this since the springtime, honestly. Like it feels like you've been growing little by little since then. And I feel like it's finally comes to this crescendo where you finally do have the conversation. Tell me what's coming up with Pisces, please. We have the moon energy. We have the sun. Yeah, it happens like that. To me, the moon and the sun is like, boom, it happens like that overnight. It goes from night to day. It's like you're in this energy of being in the Ten of Cups in the reverse. It's like a relationship is dying or all the emotion is pouring out and I'm in the moon energy. I'm not sure what to do. And then boom, you wake up one day and you have your answer, that I'm no longer going to allow somebody to treat me the way they were treating me. It's like somebody finally took the blindfold off and is seeing things for what it was. Because I feel like you were feeling it before, but I feel it's almost like you had no evidence, that your eyes, like you didn't want to see that this was dying, that this was over. So I feel like it's like it happens overnight. Look, that feels like eclipse energy. I'm just saying. We got the sun and the moon, right? Yeah. Tell me, I'm just going to take one more card here. We've got the Two of Cups. Oh God, the ice cream truck is coming by. Maybe you'll hear it. We've got the Two of Cups, yeah. So we are talking about a love situation here. We are talking about two people who have very opposing views of what love is. We have one that's standing on land, one that's standing on water. It feels like one is very emotional and the other one is sort of astute or solid or grounded, or this person deals with things in a very logical way. Like, it feels like two very different people that couldn't come to an agreeance of what we're doing. We came to a block. And it does feel like that there is something that is ended here. Tell me about the outcome, please. I think it's your decision, to be honest. I think it is yours. We've got the Eight of Swords. I feel like you thought about it a long time, and you felt like your hands were tied. You felt like you either didn't want to end, because I feel like there's children involved here. I feel like there's children involved, other families. You know, you get to know the families, and it feels like there was a relationship here that you know, maybe yours, mine, and ours. We're all living in the same place, and it feels like you didn't want to go because the Eight of Swords is here. We do have the Emperor, but you had to take control of the situation and get your victory. I feel like it's you just had to do it. You knew that you weren't happy. I feel like this has been waning for a really long time, but I feel like you will have some sort of a breakthrough in the next 7 days. And it feels like if you're here, you already know about this. I'm not telling you that if you have a great relationship that it's over, but I feel like if you are here, it's because you're already feeling single, or you have been for a while, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So what's coming up is conversation, communication that's going to be very burdensome here. The Lovers is in the reverse. I think that speaks volumes, right? That you're about to liberate yourself here. We've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Wands. It's coming quickly. I feel like for some of you, this is wands for me are weeks, and the Knight of Wands is holding one wand. It does feel like it's over the next 7 days that I feel like you are going to have some sort of really hard conversation, that while you are liberating yourself from this here, I feel like the thing is I feel like what happens next here is that you're going to beat yourself up a little bit, but I don't think that you're going to be in that energy for a very long time. It feels like the Wheel of Fortune is here. This is supposed to happen. This is karmic. This was a karmic relationship, because if you're here, you're already single. This was a karmic relationship. It wasn't supposed to work. It's divine timing that we had this argument and fight, that something was supposed to break it down here. Things were supposed to change, and we needed to move forward, but it took a long time because that's all fixed energy. So I feel like there's going to be a conversation that's going to cause some heavy burdens, but I feel like the Lovers is in the reverse, and this is a karmic relationship. This is not somebody who you were supposed to be with forever. They were supposed to teach you a bunch of lessons, and I think they did, because you're looking like the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands has gone through a lot of hard lessons. Something will begin brand new. I feel like you're going to start working on yourself, picking another path, and and it never goes away right away, but you're like, am I ever going to find somebody else? I think that you will. Yeah, look, the Fool is here. You're going to have a new beginning in romance. You're going to find the right person for you. But I feel like this person was a karmic. It was supposed to happen that way. Their only function in your life was to teach you some things. And we have somebody teaching people things here. We have somebody who's sort of giving pointers, and this was a partnership. This was not a love ship. This is not two people were supposed to be together forever. This is somebody who was, I feel like you were being micromanaged in this relationship, and I feel like that's why it ended. But I feel like you are on some sort of a new path here. If you're single already, and we've got the Knight of Cups, I feel like there is some sort of new love that is coming here. A new partnership is about to show up, but I feel you're worried about it because now you're on some sort of a new path by yourself. And it feels like it's a little bit scary for you. All right, we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've also got Sagittarian energy. We've got Aries. Come on already. There we go. We've got Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, and Pisces, Virgo and Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We've got Aries energy, and we've got more Pisces energy. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Pisces, for coming and watching here. And if any of the other signs are here watching, cross-watching, and you made it up to here, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.